All right. And it is the urban therapy. All right. And it is the urban. All right. And it is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. And today on this beautiful Saturday, the 19th of Leo, because we almost out of here. We almost out of here. Virgo's just ready to jump into the rope and all of that kind of stuff, but we still here. We still here until the 22nd. So y'all gotta wait your turn. This is only real season anyway. Anyway, let's get it popping. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we are talking about give them your blessings and move on. Sometimes you have to give them your blessings and move on. Do you even understand what I'm talking about? I'm going to explain it. You know I am. When I say give them your blessings and move on, sometimes we have lofty expectations of what people will do with the things that we give them. Sometimes we expect them to treat certain things that we have given them like we would treat them. And sometimes we may even feel disrespected or unappreciated if we give somebody something and they don't treat it well, or they don't treat it nice, or they don't do with it, or like do with it what you would probably do, something like compound on it, build on it, expand on it, expound on it, something like that. Sometimes it's like that. Have you ever given somebody, have you ever helped out somebody who was down on their luck, and and by the looks of things, they were so appreciative of when you gave it to them, you thought that they would cherish it and hold it and all that kind of stuff. One thing we have to think about when we fall into that mode is that's our ego kicking in. We want to be acknowledged for giving somebody something, helping somebody out, or whatever. And that's probably not the best attitude to have when you are giving somebody something, or when you are providing charity. When you are providing charity for somebody, you're giving. That's it. That's it. There's no more to it. You have to just look at it in that mode, and accept that you have given somebody something, hopefully from the heart, and now it's theirs. It's theirs to do whatever they want to do with it. Now, it may be hard for you to look at it that way, but consider this. That would be a much better attitude to take than to give somebody something that you would have to help them maintain the whole time while they have it. Sort of like paying somebody's rent, or getting an apartment, or buying a car for somebody. You buy somebody a brand new car. What you have essentially done is you've bought them a whole new car note, payments, monthly payments. So if you expect them to make the payments on a car that they didn't even make the initial payment on, you may be in for a big letdown and a few surprises. Not only that, but you may be in for helping somebody to get a car out of impound, or to help them get body work because they crashed it up. People, listen, a car is a special item. We had a show about this, what would make you buy a car for somebody? Because when you buy a car for somebody, it's a major responsibility. There's a lot of paperwork that goes into it. That's whether you buy a brand new car for them, or whether you buy a used vehicle for them, because putting the car in your name or putting the car in their name, it takes work. So if you buy a car for somebody who doesn't really know how to drive well, you're probably going to have to deal with them letting the car run out of gas, or the engine seizing up because they didn't put oil in it, or the car being repossessed by the bank because they haven't kept up on the payments. And anybody who has ever had their car repoed knows that it is such an expensive bill to get your car back after it has been repossessed. Fees galore, fees from the bank, fees from the tow company, fees. It's not a pretty thing. That's why a lot of people just let the car go when it gets repossessed. when the tow truck comes and put that thing on the hook, like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to let that thing go because it can cost thousands, or should I say, it will cost you thousands of dollars to recover the vehicle, and you might not always be in the mood to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're talking about today on the Urban Therapy with Son Show. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Son 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Son Show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is a Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Son 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Getterism Show. All up in your area. I'm so happy to be here broadcasting for y'all, and it is on. So tonight, today, right now, this afternoon, on this sunny afternoon where the weather is so pleasant, only 81 degrees is the high today, we are talking about giving your blessings and moving on. Sad state of affairs for people who don't know how to give their blessings and move on. Sad state of affairs, because you're going to be continually and consistently disappointed. When you give somebody something, even if it's not a physical thing that you gave them or not a material item, sometimes you have to just give your advice, give your love, and be out. Be out. Because with some people, whatever you give them, they expect you to maintain it. So how bad is it when you have an expectation that they will maintain it or take care of it the way that you gave it to them, even if it's advice? If I give you advice and I expect you to act on it real quickly, like I told you that in order to, I don't know, get your driver's license out of suspension, what you need to do is blah, 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 blah. And now you checking up on them 2-3 days later to see if they've done it yet. Well, no. Well, why not? Well, when you told me it was on a Friday and it was late on a Friday afternoon. So I have to at least wait until Monday before the DMV opens or whatever. Like, yeah, well, you should have, did you find the schedule when they're open or whatever? Like, you're already pushing them. So if your expectations are that somebody has to act quickly on the advice that you've given them, yeah, you're going to be disappointed. Yeah, you're going to be pissed off. And yeah, you're going to be mishandling a situation. And I think that that's mishandling it. Sometimes you just got to give your blessings and move on. All right, I gave you the advice. Now it's all on you. I gave you the information. Now it's all on you. I showed you the way. Now it's all on you. I'm relieving myself and absolving myself of all responsibility and emotional culpability. I'm not going to be here stressing over you. Now, it might not be that easy to do when we're talking about somebody that's like your kids, your loved ones, your great friends and things like that. It might not be that easy to give your blessings and move on. Sometimes you might not even be giving out advice. So you're not giving out material items and you're not giving out advice. Sometimes you're just giving out your blessings. Like, yo, I think that that's the right thing to do. You go. And get on out of there before they start asking you to help them or asking for a donation. Even sometimes that monetary donation starts to grow legs. And it starts to mean more to people than what you had originally intended. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful, baby. Sometimes just give your blessings. Like, yo, man, I wish the best for you. I hope that everything works out for you. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Well, look, I got to be in Maryland, by 5 o'clock. So, I'm going to get on by there. But let me know how it go. Let me know how everything goes, man. I mean, may God be with you, cover you and your family. Yeah, just give your blessings and get on the body there. Before your empathetic, sympathetic side starts kicking in and you start asking too many questions that are going to ultimately involve you, or before you start getting asked, I'm getting asked questions that will ultimately involve you. Like, you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Give your blessings and move on. Like I said, it's not that easy for some people to do it, but you have to learn. Give your blessings and get on up out of there. That's all they needed. They needed a few words of encouragement. They needed a couple of dollars. They needed something that you don't want back. That's what I'm talking about with giving. Some people give, some people lend out, and they think or they say that they are giving. No, when you give somebody something, it belongs to them. It belongs to them. So even though this might seem petty, when you compliment somebody, I don't care whether you compliment them on their looks, their hair, their shoes, their success, their energy, their drive, their personal being, their health. Sometimes when you pay somebody a compliment, you expect them to pay you back one too. That's not what a compliment is for. You paid them the compliment because you genuinely appreciated something that they had done or were. That don't have nothing to do with somebody giving it back to you. You gave them the compliment. Like, that would be like me complimenting someone on their hairstyle. Like, yo, I really like that. You know, that's a nice cut, dude. Or yo, shorty, you know what I mean? Your shit is laying. Now I'm expecting them to be like, yo, you must have shaved today because your shit looked nice, it looks shiny and looks smooth. Like, no, you ain't got to do that. I gave you the compliment. Keep it. It was for you. Maybe nobody had told you how much they appreciate you, or how well, you know, you've been keeping yourself up, or how good you look. And everybody needs that. Especially the people who act like they don't need it. They need it the most. They need it the most. Don't nobody really want to discourage anybody from not appreciating them. What they want to discourage people from doing is lying to them, or trying to appease them, or, you know, not being forthcoming. So yeah, when you pay somebody a compliment, it's not so you can get one back. Even though subconsciously we do it. We do it subconsciously. Like, you know, like, yo, man, I see you doing your thing out here. Looking good, man, making moves. I've been hearing about you. Yo, man, you doing some good work out here. And they be like, nah, you got the best hand. You got the best. All right. You can do that if you want to, but your expectations of it are what's going to separate the men from the boys. Give them. Give. If it's for you to give, remember that it belongs to someone else when you give it away. If you're only lending it to them, then you expect to get it back. But if you are giving them something, then let them have it. Let them rock. Let them rock. You know. So let's say you gave your god baby, you bought your godchild a new bike. And every time you come around, you looking for that bike to see if they riding the bike, or if they like the bike, or if they are keeping the bike up, or you even want to know where the bike is. Where's that bike I bought? Like, well, damn. Do you know how you sound? Do you know how you sound when you do that? It sounds you sound like you're taking ownership of somebody. Like, yeah, where's the bike I bought you? Like, you know, I don't never see you riding it. It's snow on the ground. That's number one. It's wintertime. Snow on the ground. and ain't nobody riding a bike out there. You didn't buy me a mountain bike, so there's that. Like, it's in the basement or it's in the shed kitchen, wherever. But it's not up to you to be looking for that bike. You gave the bike. Now don't start keeping tabs on the bike, because you're gonna make yourself mad. Like, why is the chain off the bike? Oh, because the chain fell off the bike. Duh. Oh. Why ain't nobody put the chain back on the bike? Why the tires all ran down? Why is it a flat? People want to give something, call themselves giving something, and then they want to monitor what they've given. It's not a give. It's not a give. That's why even social services like welfare, food stamps, the SNAP program, they're not giving you that shit. They're not. And you know how you know that they're not giving it to you? Because they monitor and they monitor where you shop. They can tell if you've been using your stamps out of state. Yeah, your card works out of state. But they know if you've been traveling, you ain't got no business being on no damn welfare. The poor people ain't supposed to have no money to travel. They're not supposed to have money, means, and access to travel. Shoot, you using the card down Virginia, North Carolina, Georgia. Oh, you just been driving down 95, huh? Stop after stop after stop. Okay. Plus, the state is going to make sure that you're still eligible to receive the stamps. In other words, they're going to make sure that you ain't making too much money on your job, or that you're not making, or that you're not working at all. And speaking of not working at all, if you are collecting unemployment benefits, you ain't getting no food stamps. You ain't getting no food stamps. You ain't getting two government subsidized programs at the same time. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. So, here we are. What's going on, Care Bear? What's going on, Stacy White? Thanks for coming on through. Yeah, we are talking about give your blessings and keep it moving. Are you able to do it? Can you do it? Will your ego allow you to just go ahead give charity and get out of the way? Get out of the way. Now, this is a lot easier to do when you don't want to be involved in the first place. When you don't want to be involved in the first place. Have you ever done that? Have you ever financed or paid for something to happen and you said, listen, I don't want to be a part of it, but I'll pay for it? Like this. Let's say you having problems with your ex, but y'all have children together, a child or children together. You don't really want to be involved with your ex. And let's say you had a child with your ex or two or whatever, and one of the children was having a birthday party. Well, the birthday had come up. And maybe you didn't want to be at the birthday party with your ex, because maybe y'all are in that mode right now where y'all can't be mature to the level, or at least one of you can't be mature on a level to whereas y'all can be in the same room and not get the fussing and disagreeing and arguing over seemingly nothing. So you don't really, even though it's your child, you don't want to go to this party. Maybe you said, you know what, next week when it's my visitation time, I'll have another party for my baby at my house where I won't have to deal with my ex. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pay for the party at my ex's. So I'm gonna pay for the party, and I'm gonna buy a gift. Yep. But I ain't going. I'm not going. I'm not going to that party. The last time, we had a function together, it didn't turn out well. It was to the point where I was about to knock out her new man, getting flipped at the lip. I don't know what he think this is. So I'm not going there. So but as a man, this is what I'm going to do. As a man and a father, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for the party, drop off my gift, and get out the way. Whatever happens at that party, I don't want to hear about it as long as mine are safe. I don't want to hear about mine not being safe. But as long as mine come out unscathed, unharmed, unaffected, I'm good. So look, here's $500 for the party. Yeah, that better cover everything. The invites, the ice cream, the Neapolitan ice cream, that's with the vanilla, the chocolate, the vanilla, the strawberry and the chocolate, what kid's party is complete without the Neapolitan ice cream. So that'll take care of all of that. Them hard ass napkins, them hard ass party napkins. What is the hard ass printed party napkins? It should take care of that. The happy birthday plates. For the saucers, and the plates, the plastic cups, the big bowl of a punch if we doing it that way, or the container, or whatever. The $500 should cover a lot, especially if y'all having it at the crib. It shouldn't no party at the crib cost that much, but I taking into account, maybe y'all want to have some premium food at the party. So go ahead, buy your crab legs, buy your shrimp. You know what I mean? Entertain the adults that want to come to this kid's party, because you know how that go. So, but look, I hope the party goes great. My baby, listen, I'll call you later on, see how the party went for you. And but I'm out of here. That might be the best thing for you. Baby girl, did you like the gift I bought you? You liked it? Okay, cool. How was your party? Was it good? All right. You did yourself a favor. So no emotional stress, no craziness. You know what I mean? Nobody can come along and legitimately say that you didn't contribute, that you didn't help out, that you didn't care, that you didn't do nothing. As a matter of fact, you can act like you had something else that you had to do that day. Of course, some people are going to be like, well, what's more important than your child's 8th birthday party? 8th birthday party? That ain't no significant milestone. What does a child do when they 8? That ain't first grade. That ain't kindergarten. That ain't preschool. That ain't the beginning of elementary. That ain't nothing. He or she turned 8. We good. They had a birthday party at 8 years old. An 8-year-old birthday party. We good. I had some business I had to take care of out of town. You might be home watching the game or some shit like that. I know one thing. I ain't at my ex house arguing with her and getting ready to knock her boyfriend the fuck out. That's what I know. That's what I know. So the whole thing ran me $700. $500 for the party, $200 for the gift. But my peace is protected. I'm straight. And nobody can say that I didn't contribute. Or they can say whatever they wanted to say. I'm down 700. Fuck is y'all doing? I didn't even ask for a slice of birthday party cake to go on one of them hard ass printed napkins. Good move. Yeah. So, give your blessings and move on. Might have to do it. The homeless. You ever give money to the homeless? Sometimes the homeless ain't even homeless. But that just because you ain't homeless, it don't mean that you ain't a bum. Just because you're not homeless does not mean that you're not a bum. You might be a bum on the street, but you might have a crib. Nonetheless, you know how people be trying to give to the homeless and they want to control the money. They want to control the money that they gave to the homeless. Now, well, look, I'm all right, I'm gonna give you this $5, but I don't want you to buy no drugs with it. I don't want you to buy no beer with it. I gave you this money for the food, and I'm doing this from the heart. Don't want to be rude, but I don't want you to get high. And I'm gonna tell you why my money don't go to the dope man, and I have to on that take a stand. But I think that you should. Matter of fact, I should just buy a sandwich for you. No. What you need to do is go ahead and give whatever monetary blessing that you're going to give to the homeless, and let them do whatever they was begging for. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've seen so many people do it. Well, the reason that I don't give to the homeless, because I know a lot of them, they don't even be hungry. A lot of times they just want to buy drugs or they just want to buy alcohol. Right. And when you go get a bank loan, they want to know specifically what you want the money for. And sometimes you tell them, and sometimes you lie. Sometimes you tell them, well, I want this money to do some home repairs. I want to put a new deck on the back, or I want to add on a new room, or I want to get my driveway fixed or paved or something, whatever. Ain't none of their business what you need the money for. You had to put up collateral, and you got to pay the loan back. What does it matter what I need the money for? Shoot. I need the money so I can go into the drug business, so I can have enough money to not have to borrow from y'all anymore. So I need this $40,000. I need this. I'm gonna buy like 2-3. I can get like 3 to 4 bricks with this. I'm getting a bargain. I flip that shit. I have more money than bricks. After I flip these bricks, I'm gonna have more money than Wells Fargo. You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? Do you know what I'm saying? Give your blessings and keep it moving. If they get high with the money, that they get high with the money. Don't mess up or cloud or murk up your murky the waters of your blessings. Bless them and be out. Bless them and be out. Yeah, you are giving $5-10 to the homeless, and now you want You want to be at the corner. You want to be at the corner, sneaking, trying to see if they go to the liquor store. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I should go get my money back. I should go get my money back. Look at him going right in the liquor store. What kind of bottle you get? Oh, he going to the weed man. Weed man? What? You homeless ass smoking weed man? Give your blessings and keep it moving. Give your blessings and keep it moving. That's all to it. This is deeper than rap. This is deeper than rap. But it's not like I said, it's not always an easy thing to do. Some people really struggle with giving their blessings and moving on, particularly when they care about somebody. But I gave a couple of examples where it's not with the homeless example, you may care about people's homeless status, but you don't know the person that really care about them. Even if you care for them on the surface, like, you seem like such a nice person or whatever, you shouldn't be out here homeless. And that's what I mean. Some people will try to involve themselves in eradicating homelessness. Well, good luck with that. Good luck, because they seem to multiply. You know what you would have to fix you know what you would have to do in order to fix the homeless situation? You would have to fix the housing situation, the governmental situation, the mental health situation. Those are tall orders. When you could just give $5 and maybe even a blanket and keep it moving. The dope boys that live around my way. When I walk past them, they give me mad respect. Hey, Mr. O. Hey, Mr. O. Hey, how you doing, Mr. O? Nothing but love, nothing but respect. It's all good. And what do I give to them? Nothing but advice. Y'all be careful out here. Be careful. And I mean it. I want them to be careful. My advice of them being careful means watching out for rival crews that might, drive by or try to, be violent towards any of them. I don't want any of them to get hurt. They selling drugs. They ain't trying to kill nobody per se. Like back in the day, you'd be like, you selling that poison. You selling that poison to your people. Word. I don't know, son. I don't know, son. But anyway, my being careful means, watch out, keep your head on a swivel, don't sell to undercovers, and wear a decent coat. Get cold out there in the wintertime. Stacey White says, I don't know if you know how I was almost homeless between selling the house and moving. Anybody can become homeless. And that's why I said, just because you're homeless, you're not homeless doesn't mean that you're a bum. What I will say is you're not always a bum just because you're homeless. Now, I'll say this to you. I don't know what almost being homeless means exactly, but I'm glad that it didn't happen all the way. That's the last thing I would want for anybody who supports this movement. That's the last thing I would want to happen to any of y'all. So I'm glad that you didn't ultimately become homeless, and I hope that you never, ever, ever do. Real shit. I now want that for you. Me now want that for you, you know. So it's a serious situation, baby. Serious. Very serious. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Okay, this is better. This is better. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm checking out something here. This ain't gonna take a whole long time. And not gonna take a whole long time. Okay. 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 So, but yeah. Yeah, whether it's homelessness, whether it's drugs, you know how like you might have family members or close friends that have involved themselves with drugs, have gotten caught up in drug game or something like that. You don't want to have nothing, see nothing bad happen to them. But if you help them out, you probably want to see the fruits of you helping them out. You can't always do that. Sometimes you just have to wish them well and get on up out of there. Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes you just have to wish them well and be up out of it. Be up out of there. And I know how that can be hard. I know that how that can be hard for some people. You know, I totally get it. Totally, dude. Totally. But nonetheless, you have to look deep down inside yourself. Look deep down inside yourself and find out. Find something in your within yourself that will allow you to still maintain your peace as you have given your blessings. Give your blessings and move on. Other than that, you will be fully immersed and engulfing yourself in a situation that probably is bigger than you. It's a situation that may be bigger than you. You're trying to give more than what you can provide in this situation. More than what you can provide. You don't want to get in over your head. You don't want to get in over your head. Give your blessings and keep it moving. You know. We was talking about the child's birthday party. You ever go to a party where you really are just driving by? You know, maybe it was a party by somebody who who you may have really liked, loved, respected, and wanted to pay homage to, but you didn't really want to. Maybe you don't want to party. Maybe they party in a way, or maybe they celebrate in a way, in ways that you don't. Like, let's say you don't drink or you don't get high, or you know, and you don't really want to be around that all the time. Maybe sometimes it's cool with certain people, but maybe with people that you don't know, you don't want to be around that element. And there could be many reasons for that. It could be because you just don't like dealing with the ratchet shit, the crazy, the ghetto shit, the unplanned, you know what I mean, irritating stuff, maybe. Or maybe Maybe you have turned your life around. Maybe you were on drugs before and you don't want to be around that kind of stuff. Maybe you're still walking on calf legs and you don't want to miss a step, or you don't want to be influenced in any negative ways. Or maybe you're a born again Christian, or you just converted to Islam or anything else. And so you don't want to be around that stuff. You don't want to be around it. But you want to make sure that you acknowledge the birth or the celebration of somebody who you care about. So maybe you gotta, go by the crib, drop off a gift, and be on up out of there. How about this one? Funeral. You know how when you go to a funeral, they have you sign the book. You ever go to a funeral, but you went to the viewing first? So you know how the viewing be from like 9 to 11, and then the funeral be like from 11 to 1 or whenever they finish. You ever not really want to go to the funeral? Maybe your heart can't take it. Maybe you're really grief stricken over the loss of the deceased, or maybe this person was just involved with family and friends and another element that you just don't want to be around. Plus, you don't want to see them in the casket or be in that mourning type of situation in any way. Maybe you just can't be like that this time. So you just go by during the time of the viewing, sign your name, and be out. At the end of the day, they check that book. When the funeral is all said and done, they check that book. So you might have signed the book, dropped off the card, never even went to go view the body. It's still a form of giving your blessings. All that funeral stuff, I don't blame nobody for not wanting to be a part of that shit. It's a big production. It's much ado about nothing. And I don't want to put it that way because it's not that it's nothing. But the person who passed a week or two ago. Just keeping it a buck. This soul has gone wherever it's going to go. Now we left here with the body, and here we are saying no, there's no idol worship. And that's exactly what we're doing at this funeral. We're crying over this body. Some people are trying to hug the body. They leaving lipstick on the body. They praying over the body. And we paid thousands and thousands of dollars for this whole setup. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I don't want to sound like I think that funerals are a scam and worthless and all of that kind of stuff. I don't want to sound that way. But just from a logical and financial perspective, and even a spiritual perspective, the last time that person was alive was the last time that they were alive. They do all kinds of things to that body in order to prepare it for a funeral. Some things you may approve of, and some things you may not. But I tell you one thing. I bet you won't catch any morticians paying thousands and thousands of dollars in order to have a funeral for any of their loved ones. They know that shit is a scam. It would be like a landlord who rents apartments. You know, like instead of him living in a house himself, he lives in apartments. He lives in an apartment. Like, how do you justify that on any level? How? How do you justify that on any level? You the landlord and you paying rent? What, you giving back to the culture? Stacy says, I don't trust myself enough to be around stuff that I don't do anymore. I have lost a lot of friends because of that. She also says, my friend Wesley did that. What, just, signed the book and got on up out of there. I ain't mad at Wesley. He says, I had my mother's fingernail polish. I didn't like that. Yeah. But yeah, a funeral might, for some people, be a place where they just gave their blessings and got on up out of there. I'm sorry. Today I can't be crying and all of that. I've been crying for a week. I've been crying for 2 weeks. I was crying before they was even deceased. They might have been sick, or they may have been on a road to ruin where I knew that I was going to get a call about this someday. But I can't go to this culmination. I know one thing, the funeral might be today, but guess what? I couldn't speak to them yesterday, the day before, the day before, the day before, the day before. The last time I spoke to them was before they were deceased. And I just I can't be a part of that. But I understand what everybody else is a part of and what they can do. So I don't have no problem with that. But I'm just gonna sign this book, drop off my card. If I see some loved ones in and out the way, look, I might not even tell y'all that I'm leaving. Oh, Leah, I told them that I was going downstairs to the bathroom. You know how the church, in most churches, the bathrooms be in the basement. The old time churches. Bathroom be in the basement. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the bathroom, get myself together. I'll be right back. Pew! Hey, sister so and so. Oh my God. I'm going. I'm so sad. It's so good to see you, but I hate to see you under these circumstances. But it's so tragic what happened. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to get myself together. I'm going downstairs to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. I'm just gonna go get myself together. Pew! Gave my blessings and kept it moving. Gave my blessings and kept it moving. Gave my blessings and I kept it moving. I couldn't do it today. No way. I had to just give my blessings today and get out of my own way because my headspace couldn't take no more grief. And I've been sad beyond my belief. And sometimes my frustration level won't let me deal with other cats. That's on my level. And I gotta do something for self. I gotta protect my mental wealth and mental health. You know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be all right. It's a good day. 19th of August. That's what's on the map and menu. Can you please excuse me for a minute? And I hope that if I don't see you no more, that you are for sure gonna be all right. And I wish you a happy night and a good day. And I don't play. I mean every word out of my mouth that I say. Word. Stacey says, I cannot handle funerals. I cannot handle deaths. I go to funerals. I normally go to pay my respects. I will go. But I understand people who can't go or won't go or don't go. I get it. I totally get it. For some people, that image, seeing that shell, seeing that body all dressed up, and sometimes, when it's an older person, like an older person might have had wrinkles and all kinds of skin, blemishes and whatever before they passed. And then, how the mortician straightens out their whole face, they look all different in the coffin. I remember when my grandmother passed, my uncle was like, "Man, I think I'm gonna be all right with this funeral because that ain't my mama in there." He was like, "That ain't my mama. My mama had wrinkles. That lady in there got a smooth face." Hmm. And it was something about the way he said it. It wasn't. It was slightly dismissive, but it also outlined a very important thing about how we view death and how we handle it. He said, "That ain't my mama in that casket." He was dead serious too. You ever help somebody get some furniture? Or have you ever given your furniture to somebody? Give them a couch, give them a love seat, give them a chair. Give them, help somebody who may have just moved. Maybe they're going into their first place by themselves or whatever. You help them get their furniture, whether you bought it for them or whether you help them to get it. If you helped them to get it, or if you gave it to them, you gave it to them. Don't be coming over their house and auditing the furniture that you gave them. Like, look, yeah, Jerry curl juice all over the arms of the ends of the sofa and all that. Like, somebody looked like they've been sleeping on the sofa all this time. Can't do that. You helped them get the furniture. You gave the furniture with love. If you didn't want to give whatever you gave, then you shouldn't have given it to them. Don't give what you want back. But more importantly, don't be expecting people to maintain something that you gave them the way that you would maintain. That's not fair. It's not fair. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Give your blessings and keep it moving. Give your blessings and keep it moving. You keep your blessings. Uh, give your blessings and keep it moving. That's what you need to do. But once again, like I said, sometimes our ego won't allow us to do the right things. Our ego. I gave him that couch. I gave him that love seat. I gave him them chairs. I gave him that living room set, bedroom set, the dinette set. Look at it, the chairs is all messed up. Man, I had that dinette set for years, and I maintained it. I kept it up and all of that. These plus, no, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear how you acted like you gave from the heart, but in all actuality, here you are, you know, um, acting like you only lent something, and somebody got to hear about how you gave and how they're not taking care of things. Well, it's theirs. So don't go in a house where you help them get the furniture, the living room set, and you all in the living room like, what they done to this couch? They ought to call this a Kool-Aid couch. They done spilled a lot of it on here. So whether it's furniture, the car, a house, you might help somebody get an apartment or a house for rent or own it. And you want to tell them how to maintain their crib. No. Give your blessings and go. No. Get your blessings and go. No. Give your blessings and blow. Give your blessings and blow. If you don't have a good heart, people going to notice it. And from you, they will try to part, separate. They going to make it seem like you gave from a position of hate because you are acting in other ways that other people cannot relate. Let's do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious August 19th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Letitia Glenn turning 39 years old today. Happy birthday to you. And also Denise Hill Butler turning 57 years old today. And Dawn Smalley turning 47 years old today. And Nidra M. Dunlap Redding, happy birthday to you. And Doc Muffy Rand turning 41 years old today. And KK turning 42 years old today. And Yenny Castro turning 32 years old today. And Annie Lewin turning 37 years old today. And Shanice Allen, happy birthday to you. And Christina Wilkerson, happy birthday to you, Ma. And Yvette Rouse, happy birthday. And Sadie, or should I say Sadai Hadiye, turning 43 years old today. And last but not least, my cousin, Milwaukee in the house, my cousin, Felicia Ward Roscoe. Happy birthday to you, Ma. That's my boo. Yes, it is. I hope that finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious August 19th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. I rock out, rock on it to the damn, the rock out, rock on it to the damn, rock out, rock on it to the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. If you want to give something, give from the heart. Don't be trying to monitor or engage yourself or engulf yourself into what you gave away. And not saying that you don't have to, or that you should never involve yourself, because maybe somebody needs help. Like, for example, if you gave them something that they are not used to, or something that's complicated, or something that needs some type of guidance, give the help. But even in whatever help that you provide or any instruction that you provide, make sure that you're doing it from the heart, with love, not in a way where you're going to, start calling people out if they don't act the way you want them to act, or doing whatever you think that they should be doing and stuff like that. Nah. Give your blessings and get on up out of there before somebody involve you in something that you ain't want to be involved in the first place. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow afternoon with another Urban Therapy with Sun show. I really appreciate y'all coming through. Please hit this like button. Please share the show. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. All right. So Blog Talk, we going to get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. On the other side, my boobers. On the other side, yes.